But let's talk to an expert. He's the chairman expert review committee on routine immunization, Professor Oyewale Tomori. He joins us now for more perspective on this. Good to have you join us. Indeed, it is something that the country is rejoicing about in terms of looking for new ways to curb the spread of the virus in the country. What's your take on this? How do you react to this latest development?
I think finally we got it. Up till the moment it arrived, I was still very skeptical because they promised us before in January, in February, now is March. I'm glad it has arrived, but it's just the beginning of the action that needs to be taken. Deploying the vaccine will be the next major issues. And it's not just having vaccine there. The important thing is the vaccination. That's what prevents disease. That's what protects people. Until the vaccine is given, we are not. So this next stage, we need to focus on it and get it done properly. The other issue.
All right. So, Professor Tomori, I just would put you on hold. We're going to come back to you. We want to quickly get back to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, where that event is still on, to just see what's going on there. So let's take a listen.
That we have started a journey toward controlling definitively this pandemic in the country and building back better our economy and our societies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Malongo, for those kind words. UNICEF has facilitated this. Please, we want to have one or two words from UNICEF. UNICEF.
Hi, good afternoon. I want to thank the PTF for inviting us this great day. The United States has put $2 billion into the COVAX fund. Another $2 billion is coming. On the ground, we have been a partner with the PTF and the Ministry of Health for a long time. It's been a year since we started the fight. We dedicated 61 of our personnel to the PTF and to the National Coordinator. We also have put in $72 million. And for the rollout, we also have helped out with our personnel and our logistics. And we're so proud to be part of this day. And let's move forward and defeat COVID-19. This is only one step in the process, but it's a big one. Thank you very much.
Indian High Commissioner, please. Indian High Commissioner.
And several stakeholders speaking there about all efforts which have been put in place to ensure that Nigeria receives this vaccine. We still have Professor Tomori with us. Professor Tomori, if you've been following this event at the airport in Abuja, one of the recurrent theme here is vaccine acceptance, ensuring that Nigerians take this vaccine. And we see how that is a challenge all across the world, where people are skeptical about how long it took to produce this vaccine. How do we deal with that in the country to ensure that people take this vaccine?
Thank you very much. I think one of the things I was just thinking of when you were showing all those things was that the most important stakeholder in this will probably not be invited to this reception. The community, the man who's going to get the vaccine. I think we should have been part of it, in addition to UNICEF, WHO, and all those people. The man who will get the vaccine should have been there. When they hear the common man saying, I'm going to take it, it's going to be one of the things that will solve this problem of vaccine hesitancy. It is important to know that it is there already, because for months, fake news have been coming about the vaccine. And we've not really confronted those fake news as much as we should have. So at the back of the mind of everybody, most people, is that I'm not going to take this vaccine. But I think, how do we do that? Apart from the health workers which we're going to give, I think we need to do some symbolism. The leaders of this country, from the president down to all these big people who are now talking at the airport, should do publicly get that vaccine. So that people will see that, oh yeah, no, they said go and get vaccine, and then they're not hiding behind the time. I didn't say go and do it at Aso. Let my president come to Igu Square with all these civil servants, all these people at the National Assembly. Take this thing publicly. Let your people see that, it is safe. Then you cover that hesitance that is there. But if we hide behind and do it in Aso and show it one of these things, or some of our leaders go to Dubai to go and get the vaccine, then nobody's going to believe them. So let's do it right on the field. At each local government, the local government chairman, governors, do it publicly. Let your people see you taking the vaccine. And then you remove this issue about hesitance of the vaccine. It's going to be there. But as more of those people take it, gradually people will come to accept.
Professor Tomori, that's why we are broadcasting this live, to ensure that people know how real this is, and as a way of also contributing to ensuring that people accept these vaccines. But in the country, people have always seen this as, quote, the big man's challenge, the big man's problem. Because all the time, the people who basically have lost their lives or have been reported to have lost their lives were those who were, the political class. And people feel like, it is a challenge of the political class. So with the president receiving this vaccine in a public place, single-handedly ensure that people begin to accept this vaccine, is that the only way to go?
No. I'm only you saying that that's one of the first steps. You remember I said at this meeting that if in a country that this would have brought the local man to that opening ceremony where they were receiving them, not UNICEF, not in addition to UNICEF and WHO, bring the truck driver, bring him in there to come and see that I'm part of it. So it's not they wouldn't look at it as a thing of the big people. And that's why I said decentralize it down to the state, decentralize it down to the local government, so that people know that the man that I know has taken this thing and is still alive. That's the only way to convince our people. And then get that message down to the traditional rulers. Let them get involved, and in your ward, in your area. Bring the people. It's not an Abuja show only. It's not a Lagos show. It should be taken down to the level of the people. I was also saying that it is important for us to know two things are coming. Are there more vaccines coming in? Is it going to be, we finish this 3 million and then we have to wait for another 2 weeks to get another one? That is going to defeat the purpose. Government should, by now, if they have not bought, buy enough vaccines to make sure that it's a continuous exercise. It's not one that stops today and then starts again tomorrow. And then also...
Absolutely. I'm just interrupting you because I do not want to lose the point that you just made, which is about supply. Vaccine supply is a global challenge. There is a global shortage of vaccine. Everyone is on the queue for vaccines. And Nigeria did not participate in the trial. And so we really don't have any leverage here. So what can we do to ensure we get more vaccines?
The countries, I describe people, there are three groups of countries. There are the proactive countries. Those ones who, even before the vaccines were ready, even before it was tested, they are paid upfront. They took a gamble. This vaccine is going to be good, we don't know, but we are buying for it. Those are the proactive countries. Those are the ones laughing now. Canada, all those people. They are more than enough. They are providing more than enough for the people. I think Canada has about 5 times the number of doses it requires for its population. UK has about 4 times. And they are still buying more. That's what you call the proactive country. There's the post-active, like I didn't even call Nigeria post-active. Post-active countries are the ones who, after they have failed to get their donation from this thing, are now beginning to buy. Then there are the inactive countries who don't even believe there is a problem. I don't know where Nigeria is between inactive and post-active. Now we need to move away from that. It's late, but it's never too late. Now is the time to go out there aggressively. The same South Africa that you're talking about. When they went before COVID came, they got their own vaccine by talking directly to Serum Institute. The only problem you have is that at this time now, you are going to buy at the sellers, is it the sellers market? I don't know what they call it. So while Europe was buying it for $2, we may be buying it for $6 now, because they have to satisfy their people. That's the problem you have when you are inactive. That's the problem you have when you are post-active. So we must continue. And I think that this morning somebody was asking me, do you have the money? Yes, we have the money for what we need. But we don't have the money for what our leaders want. And that's the difference. If you put our money where our mouth is, what we consider important for us, we can have that money. It's not the same government that put out 400 billion when they say they want to order vaccine. What have they done with it? These are the questions we'll be asking.
Chairman, Expert Review Committee, Professor Yewale Tomori, thanks for talking to us.
It's my pleasure.